Hi, I'm Stuart J. Raj.
Wimintra.
This is South by
Southeast.
And today we're looking at
And what?
safety in Asia. Traveling. Is it safe to travel in Asia?
It's pretty safe for me. I've been all over Asia and outside of Asia, but mostly with my work, I travel alone,
You do.
and it's pretty safe.
Now
Even
you-
in the Middle East, I would say it's pretty safe.
You just got back from Sri Lanka just before the sad incident.
Yeah,
You-
I couldn't imagine that happen to such a lovely country with the lovely people.
So you felt safe when you were over there?
I feel 100% safe. Like usually when I get off the plane, I will kind of, be alert of what's surrounding me. I'll get nervous going through immigration or people around me. Are they gonna like eye rape me in a way? But as soon as I got off the plane, I texted you and I said it was pretty safe. People are actually nice, and as soon as I got out of the airport, the driver was just waiting for me, and I
Right.
would follow him to the car, and I thought it was pretty safe. It was pretty relaxed.
So you were safe, and
I feel safe.
the whole
I
trip
feel
you
really
there,
safe.
I think you got
But
out.
yeah, but
you saw-
I haven't left the resort. So
Yeah, I must.
so if you know how I travel, I travel for hotels. So I just stay in hotels.
Yeah, and you have an enchanted journey. They had a nice car pick you up and take you in and take care of it. So you're kind of in a bubble when you travel there.
Yes. So if you ask me if it's safe, I would say it's totally safe.
Are there any instances where you haven't felt safe?
You know what? Even when I was in the Middle East alone, I thought it was pretty safe. And there was one time where in Japan, the hotel forgot to pick me up. We're not going to name the hotel because people make mistake. But I was there 12 o'clock at night in Hokkaido. And like everybody was partying at the hotels, and they forgot me. So the PR said, okay, why don't you just get a cab? We're going to call you a cab. I would have lost my shit
It was a 3-hour drive.
if it was somewhere else. But because it was Japan, and like as soon as I got into the car, the driver couldn't speak a word of English.
Yeah.
I couldn't speak any Japanese. And we drove almost 3 hours. And like at night, snow everywhere, it's dark. I couldn't imagine like freaking out crying. But because it's Japan, part of me said, well, you're gonna be okay.
Yeah,
Like if you die like Japanese, it's okay. It's kind of cute.
you die like Japanese
I
cute.
don't know. Like if we're pretty safe. Like in my heart, it was like I know for sure it's gonna be safe. But if it was somewhere else, I probably wouldn't say that.
So again, we travel all throughout Asia.
Yeah.
For your work, for my work, and for leisure. Is there anywhere where you don't feel safe?
I guess Bali probably be one of them
Why?
because there's a lot of Australians. No, joking. no. It's I guess it's because it's a tourist destination.
But that's probably a reason why too.
Really?
Like I
didn't
just
say
tell
that.
you, going through Bali, and I've seen Bali change over the past 30 years. It crushes me when I see these, the Balinese, and their culture goes back so many hundreds, thousands of
They're
years.
lovely. Indonesians are
They are,
lovely
but then
people.
they'll come up and they say, "Hey, mate, how's it?" I don't know what football teams are in Australia, but they'll come out saying like that, used to sort of touting the Aussie tourists, and
You know what? Indonesia has one of the best hospitality in the world for me.
Indonesian hospitality
It's the
is,
best.
I think it's
one of the best. Probably better than some of our hospitality here. But because Bali being a destination,
Yeah.
and I am as a tourist, I kind of feel like I have to be on my guard all the time. And I guess that also happened to those that come to Thailand or Bangkok or
because
Phuket
it's
or
pretty much
Pattaya.
the same
Pretty
in
much the same.
Bangkok.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
just
much
that-
the same. It's just that I'm local here, so I don't feel like I have to protect myself too much.
Yeah, and it's a language thing, and it's
Yeah.
just that you're used to thing, and it's another interesting thing because we're here in Thailand. You speak Thai, so you don't do it, but actually, the level of English when a foreigner comes here and they realize the English might not be there, that's something that could be scary because if you want to communicate something and you feel you can't, then you start to feel out of your depth.
Yeah. And as a man, do you feel unsafe anywhere? Apart from like, I don't know.
Honestly,
Yeah.
if you take me back 15 years here in Thailand, I felt a zillion percent safe.
It's pretty safe here.
No, I felt a zillion percent safe. I could get in a cab, can say anything, and nothing would happen. Here now, though, I got to admit that I feel like it's less stable. So if I could say something to the wrong person that would escalate. So
Yeah.
the rule for me is, especially as a guy,
Shut up.
shut up, keep cool, because taxis now, many taxis just won't pick you up.
Yeah.
Whereas before you just get in the taxi, it starts going and then you tell them where you go. Now the taxi window will wind down and it's a big game whether they're going to take you or not.
Yeah.
Even if you use the apps. And then you see it. Sometimes they'll use
So
the
it's
app.
so it's not about safety per se. It's just how you deal with
I think
certain situations rather
these-
than safety in general.
these days I feel that I need to be a lot more cautious because there is a potential for an unsafe situation if I lose my cool.
Okay.
And so I think personally that's there. But if you don't lose your cool anywhere across this part, I don't feel like I've ever been in a position in Asia where
you
I
can
can't.
talk yourself out
Yeah.
of the situation.
And
because you speak all these languages, like, of course.
Yeah, but in saying that, you could speak a language. Say you're going, in the US or in Australia. If you go into a dangerous neighborhood, no matter how much you speak, there are some situations
Where you can't, yeah.
you're gonna be
Yeah,
mugged.
it's true.
I don't ever feel like that in Asia. I feel like, and I've been in some interesting situation. I can always talk.
Yeah, it's true. But you know what would be interesting for me, for us to hear is our audience to actually share with me their traveling experience, because I travel a lot, but I don't have that kind of experience. I mean, I did when I was in school, when I was in university. I did one backpack trip to Bang Vieng with my girlfriend and like a bunch of people. But that's as far as adventures can be for me. Other than that,
We did adventures.
yeah, but with you, like alone by myself is never, it's just never my thing. And now even when I travel alone, it's always, I got picked up, I got dropped off, or I have PR, I have someone with me all the time.
Right.
Even when I travel. So I never have the experience of not being safe or feeling safe.
Yeah. Have situational awareness.
Yeah.
Always be aware, because you hear some horror stories of things happen, not just here in Thailand, but all over the
Everywhere,
region.
yeah. And there's some things that, you can't
And
predict
yeah,
that will happen.
there are some bad people in every country.
Yeah.
I feel super safe. China,
Oh,
Korea,
China is definitely safe.
Taiwan, Japan,
Yeah.
Singapore.
Yeah.
Although once I was in
Singapore.
Singapore, I got to say, now I had to have a hotel in Geylang. I got there on an emergency. Geylang is a
Oh.
really seedy area, and I came out of the hotel at 5:30 in the morning. Going to the airport, I walked out and thought, "What's going on?" And I was walking through a crime scene. Someone had been murdered in front of the
yeah.
hotel.
But things like that happen.
But that happens. But it's just, for me, it was a shock because you think
Singapore, yeah. Nobody.
Stuff doesn't happen in
Yeah,
Singapore.
and like nobody dies in Singapore. They live forever.
Yeah, so it's
It's the
like,
greatest
Singapore,
country.
you have crime?
Yeah, I know. No, but yeah, Hong Kong safe.
Everywhere.
Safe.
So it is safe to travel in Asia, but
It
keep your
is.
wits about you.
Yeah.
And also, listen, like, you don't want to go off, if you're in certain areas, do your homework and don't do silly stuff.
Yeah, don't step on people's toe.
No.
Basically,
If you're going to full moon parties, well then I couldn't tell you because
because I've never been.
no, I've never been. And
We should actually go. We should see it, like once, because we went to Wonderford and it was safe.
yeah, Wonderford and full moon parties are a little different.
Yeah, well.
Okay, Dean, you hear that? She wants to go to a full moon party. Maybe we can arrange it.
Yeah, see, if I go somewhere, there's gonna be someone arranging something, so we never get to experience a real experience.
You heard
so.
it first. Anyway, traveling Asia, it is safe. Language helps.
Yeah, yeah.
If-
And try to be nice to people, I guess that help.
Yeah.
I'm telling myself that too. Like,
If you-
just smile.
Yeah, if you want to get into the language, jacademy.com.
Yeah,
A little
that's
plug there.
useful. Yeah, that could be useful.
But language definitely does help. But more so than that, to actually be aware
Yeah.
and not lose your cool.
Yeah.
It is safe. our condolences to everybody in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
I was
and-
hoping that we could get there in the next few weeks actually to go back again, but it doesn't
Yeah.
look like that's going to happen just yet. But we hope that Sri Lanka recovers, and the tourism deserves to recover. It's a beautiful
Definitely,
place.
it's a beautiful country. Like the highways there are it's way better than some of our highways here.
Yeah. And you stayed
Yeah.
at the Anantara there.
Yeah, there are lovely people there.
So we'll have to go back for another karaoke night there. Okay, thank you. Let us know your experiences with safety in
Yeah,
Asia.
educate me about your experience because I've never had a travel experience.
Okay, I'm Stuart J. Raj,
Wimintra Raj.
and this is South by Southeast. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.